Was it what you expected?
I don't know. I guess not. I don't think I was underwhelmed. I didn't feel overwhelmed. I felt like the view it looked fake.
I know. It really, even our picture
Looks like
with
a
Steven and
backdrop.
Orel.
You felt whelmed.
I didn't feel overwhelmed or underwhelmed. Just whelmed.
Yeah, I'm just whelmed.
Yeah, it was perfectly whelmed in there. I like that.
That's really funny. As always, this episode is presented by Legends Attic. If you're not already following them, go follow. Check out their website. We have a lot of cool events coming up. And we are all off to New York together for Fanatics Fest.
I know you guys have to follow along on our accounts. We're going to be posting like crazy people and
Tom Brady, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, all these people are going to be there, and we're just going to see who wants to talk to us.
yeah, and who wants to sign a brick.
Yeah, and come on the pod. So that'll be really cool. Make sure you're following along. That starts on Friday. So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we're off to New Jersey, and the Talk Dodgers to Me crew is going to stay at my mom's.
I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
Guys, if you're buying tickets for a game, an event, concert, whatever, use our code TalkDodgers. $20 off. SeatGeek.
And now to the episode. I just want somebody to talk Dodgers to me.
Can you please not talk unless you have a mic?
Oh, nice. Now who's producer Adam? Can you tell Adam what Parker said?
That he actually like really enjoyed it. He's like, I don't know how you guys just keep talking. Like, how do you come up with things? I don't think I'd be able to come up with things. He goes, that was so cool. I've never sat behind the scenes of something like that.
I'll talk to Parker offline and just see if that's accurate or if you're just making up that story.
How did I make that up?
You were yelling at me the whole time.
It was at Eddie's thing, and I said hi to him, and then I was like, did you enjoy sitting and watching the pod? And he told Marcel and I.
Oh, that's really sweet.
So Marcel will back me up. Why do you want Parker to hate us?
People love sitting in the audience, and we love having them. And you were just yelling at me the whole time.
Courtney just told me she wants to come sit.
Sounds like you're taking it personally. I was yelling at both of you.
Mostly me.
I don't need that
The whole
today.
time he's like, you can't talk to people if they don't have a mic.
I know. That's why I just told him. How my curls,
I would
guys?
love to have someone in the audience every time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. I just don't know if Laverne's the place. People are going to go. Yeah, it'd be fun, but like, yeah, Courtney was like, I really want to be on. I want to watch you record one. I was like, hell yeah, Court.
I was thinking that when we record one of our episodes, just me and you, like my mom is going to be so excited to watch us.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, hopefully give her a mic because I'm going to probably want to
Did I
chit
tell
chat
you
with her.
she listened to the episode, our interviews with Jaime and Steve and Rick, and she finished and she was like, oh my God, it's over?
I know, that's so cute.
I know. Really sweet.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to Talk Dodgers to Me. I'm Jacqueline Ruiz.
And I'm Melissa Meyer.
And we have so much to talk about.
We do. But all I can hear right now is Adam chewing. What are you eating? I saw that you had a handful of candy back there.
Airheads.
Airheads?
Yeah, there were some in the candy drawer, and all that candy is well past its expiration date, but I'm going to eat it anyway because we're filming a little late tonight, and I need something to push me through.
Yeah, it's definitely almost past bedtime.
I haven't thought of Airheads in a long time. But it's reminding me of something else that I wanted to bring up, but I was going to save it for later. But maybe we just start off with it.
Yeah, what did Airheads trigger?
Well, it was reminding me of childhood and taking the bus to school and, trading Airheads with friends for the colors you liked or the flavors. But I was watching Mookie's podcast last night and he interviewed Jackson Merrill.
Which is?
Padre player.
Oh. I'm not a fan right now.
Wasn't he in the running for Rookie of the Year last year, Adam? He's only 22, But when I listened to the podcast, like they even talked about it. They were calling him an old soul. He's so mature. And, you know, it's hard to say you like any of the Padres, but he seems like a cool guy.
I try to be, I'll be honest. I do have like a fire right now.
Okay, well, we did just watch Dave get ejected and they hit Shohei.
I'm just not into the energy they give. Like, I really don't. I honestly have not felt this way since 2017.
Wow.
I feel super annoyed.
Can you tell me about that Manny thing again, what he did?
Okay, so he's up to
Was
bat.
that yesterday or today?
Just right now, yeah.
Okay, tell me.
So he's basically at bat, and I guess he already knows he's taking that pitch. So instead of just taking it or whatever, he pretended like there was a gnat in his face. And so as if he was not paying attention, it was just like, and let the pitcher pitch, and it was a ball. And
like,
it was
while he's throwing a pitch, he's just like not even paying attention?
And everyone's like, oh man,
How
to
is
strike
that-
him out right now. And then they walked him, and then he just like and puts the bat down and then just like walks away. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is this energy? And then when we were at the game, the coach, like Shohei, I was like, ooh, I'm going to watch Shohei look at the coach. I love to see him like nod to the coaches and everyone. The coaches like just wouldn't look. They were pretending like they were talking.
Wow. Great leadership.
Great leadership. And then the coach.
How did Manny not get like an automatic strike call for that, just for poor sportsmanship? But also,
because he did it so nonchalantly, it looked like he was just like waving a fly.
Did you see what he said about Andy?
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to hit someone, we'll hit one of the bigger dogs.
Isn't that insane?
And what happened today? Andy hit 2 home runs, and who knows? Maybe he'll hit another. It's only the 6th.
Gosh. Thank you, Andy. You're my new Joe Kelly.
Oh my gosh. That's a good comp.
Yeah.
The way he just stared after he got hit yesterday.
Class act.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved the fire.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, so much so Dave just got ejected. But he took 2 steps out. Courtney's at the game, so I called her because I was like, dude, what was it like at the game? And she's like, what happened? Was it voluntary? Like, because like no one saw him say like, get out of here. Because it was like, it already had happened. And he was fired up because he was only 2 steps out of the dugout. And then it was just like, I'm not sure why he decided to, because, okay, they hit Otani. And then they gave him a warning. Is it negative when you give a warning?
Sorry, I'm distracted by Adam. You know when someone's trying to be really quiet and then it ends up just being louder? He's trying to open this
Because he's
air.
slowly trying to open the paper and it's like sticking. And then he puts it in his mouth. It's like,
Yeah.
This time it's Starburst.
same vibe.
Well, we were just down in chocolate 5 minutes ago. So I'm feeling a sugar high right now.
Yellow Starbursts are the worst, right?
Sorry.
In
I
like the
think-
classic Starburst hierarchy, the lowest is yellow. Then it goes orange, and then red, and then pink. Correct?
Well, I don't think there is a correct. It's everyone's opinion on what they like the best.
no. I mean, as
No,
my
it's
grandpa
very
always
known.
says, like,
It's very known that
as my
the
grandpa
pink
always
is.
said, it's like you're entitled to your opinion, but I'm right. So
But
I would say I agree with that, though.
have you been that
with the
person?
order.
Do you guys hate the yellow? Or are you strong about it? Because I don't care. I am not that kind of person.
yellow is bad in like almost every candy
Yes,
iteration.
agreed.
Banana or lemon flavor, like
Ugh.
that. No, it's a hard pass on all yellow, except for lemon heads. Lemon heads are specifically made as like they're dedicated yellow candy. If you get a variety of candies, let's say if there's a variety of colors in a candy and yellow is just one of the colors, it's the worst.
You're right. Like even the
Followed
Sour
by
Patch
grape,
Kids, Sour
followed
Patch.
by- yeah.
Oh, great.
That's
Followed
true.
by-
You know, I'm not a big watermelon, like Jolly Rancher, like the fake
Shut up.
watermelon taste.
Shut up. Get
Yeah,
out.
dude, gross. It's
Watermelon's
like
great.
fake watermelon taste.
It's
Nah.
not worse than banana.
See, I'm
I
a
love a good
chocolate
nanner.
girl. I would trade all of what you're talking about, Airheads, Starburst, all that.
Yeah.
And I'd get the M&Ms or the Twix or the Kit Kat.
Yeah, I'm a Snickers. I like caramel. Or sour. Ooh, Swedish fish. That's a guilty pleasure.
My papa of Papa Sweater, he used to get Dove chocolates, the ones with the messages, and he would take a handful and just, randomly whenever I'd see him, put them in my hand and say, "Here's your heart medicine."
No. That's sweet.
Dark chocolate.
Grandpa's with
For your
candy.
heart. Yeah, so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, enough candy talk.
I mean, what was I talking about?
So we left off, our last episode was with Kellie Muncy.
You had just called Court, and you had asked her about
Dave
what happened
Roberts.
with Dave Roberts. Davey, as I like
The
to
people
call
at the
him.
game had no idea why he got ejected. They thought he left voluntarily because he was that mad, because it happened so quickly at the beginning that they didn't even see the guy who was like 100 feet away. Joe Davis was like, do magic words even because usually it's after a cuss word that they'll do it. He's like, do magic words even travel that far? Like, how did you? And it's like, now they're saying this guy just kind of has it out for us.
Maybe.
Well, all I know
I
is
think it was Steven Nelson, because Adam actually complimented a word he put into his broadcast.
Today.
What was the word you liked that he said?
He called Trip Gibson, I think Trip Gibson is the name, a jabroni, which I always love a good jabroni dropped in a broadcast. But jabroni's good.
Well, I did learn something from, I think it was last season, that same ump missed a call that was similar to that Muncy call. So it's all, and he got called out for it, I think by Dave Roberts or someone on our team. So they were saying that he might have remembered that, and that's why he went extra hard on those calls.
Yeah, I mean,
But
whatever.
anyway, it shouldn't be anything other than like what's happening in the game, not anything else.
Yeah, I mean, ideally.
But okay, so our last episode was with Kellie Muncy, and that was so much fun.
I mean, I think the people enjoyed it. All the comments were so great.
Well, guys, I'm really sorry, but that was the first time that
You had issues.
Spotify ever gave us some issues. And through Spotify, that's how it gets onto Apple as well. I was freaking out.
Yeah. It's like this
Freaking
one,
out.
like this one.
I know. I felt so bad. I'm texting Kellie and I'm telling her we're having issues, and I'm just reloading, restarting my computer, calling Adam, and he's like, "There's nothing you can do."
We're not bad mouthing you, Spotify. If you want to, pick up the podcast, we're totally open for business.
we love you.
But
We just want to work together.
Well, it is a huge platform for us, and so yeah, we feel it when it didn't.
I miss, I think that I'm a bit of an old soul in a way, because one, I don't really like being on my phone. Two, I don't like to text. I want to call. So all I wanted was to talk to someone at Spotify. I'm searching for a phone number to call, but things like Spotify don't even give you one. So you can't call.
You want to know what I've been? Facebook. So when people order through my Instagram or my Facebook, it goes through a certain channel. Well, usually it's Meta, but if I don't, there's so many orders. Okay, there's a San Francisco or a San Diego girl. She took a picture of her little girl in it. She got it, all the things. Yeah, she the little girl loved it.
Oh my gosh.
She messaged me and was like, "Hey, I just got a message from Facebook saying that the order wasn't fulfilled and they're going to cancel and refund." And it's like, I don't even know where to find where I could even check something that once it goes to my website page, my Shopify backend, I don't even know. And I'm like, where do I find this Facebook where it's holding orders? And if I don't and then you try to type it in, it's like, you have to actively go and put the tracking number in and I'm like, but where? And shouldn't it just
Is
cross
Facebook connected to your Shopify?
Yeah. I mean, when you tag things on Instagram,
Oh,
and you
yeah,
do all
yeah,
the
yeah.
things but it's canceling orders and refunding, which people, and they have them. They have the orders. It's
Okay, that's not good.
no. And
Maybe just disconnect that for now.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've sent so many tech or customer service, troubleshoot, anything kind of email. I've gotten nothing back. But I'm like,
See, don't you just want to call someone and talk to a
Yeah.
human?
I don't even need to talk to you. I'll do the live chat. I just need a human to help me. Yeah.
Okay, back to Kellie.
Yeah.
So yes, her episode came out. Make sure that you listen to it. I'm so sorry if you went to Spotify or Apple and it wasn't there. I was freaking out more than you were. So
Yeah.
finally, just magically, was it the next day?
I don't know, because even Chella, when we were at the event,
I know.
She
My
was
mom was getting ready for her walk to listen to the new episode and wasn't ready.
she's like, I can't find it. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was really frustrating. And I felt so bad, especially because it was a guest episode and I just want everything to go perfect for them. Anyway, it was such a perfect perfect timing to have Kellie because we got to meet her the next day. And she was just even lovelier in person.
You know,
she looked
sometimes
so pretty.
You set things up and you're like, all right, this is how ideally I'd want things to go. And it's like, you know, you have to be able to roll with the punches. It was just perfect from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
From having her on when we had her on, that was a goal of ours. Mm-hmm. We told her how it was a goal of ours. And it's just so kismet how it worked out.
And we had the best time at the event. We really did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From the moment we walked in, the first person we saw was Kirby Yates. And we had interviewed him already. And we were a little nervous. We didn't know who was going to be there. And these are all people we would love to meet. So, you know, walking in with a little bit of nerves. But instantly just they all went away when Kirby was like, hey, girls.
Yeah. I was like, Kirby. He's like, hey, girls. Introduced us to his wife. It was so good to see him. I'm like, Kirby. I'm like, we love watching you play. My mom and I, every time you're up, I'm like, all right, Kirby, we're going to go. And he starts cracking up.
I love that you told him that.
And it just felt so comfortable, honestly. They were talking to the Muncys and...
Yeah, and it was the perfect intro to meet Kellie in person and to meet Max. And guys, Max told us that he listened to our episode that day.
Yeah. He was like,
and he loved it.
And he loved it. And he thought his wife did great. And I was like, she's a star. He goes, I tell her. And
he had such nice things to say about it.
Really, really
he said
nice
he liked our questions and really enjoyed the episode. So it was like, that was just so cool to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. Everyone was just so engaging.
And then we're looking around the room and there's Clayton Kershaw.
And
for
me, that was
Jacqueline,
me. When I
like,
first walked in, like that was when I turned to my left and it was like, just Kersh hanging out. He has this presence.
I know.
It was good. It was so good.
Yeah, it wasn't the time. You could tell like he maybe was on his way out.
Mm-hmm.
So
or trying to find.
I didn't want to bombard him and hi, I'm Melissa. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it did feel
love
right.
you so much.
I know. The thing that was cool is like we really genuinely were in such good conversations with other people, and we were running into people, and it was just so exciting that
it wasn't our time to meet him yet, but it will be eventually, and I can't wait for that to happen. But we met Ben Kasparius and Jack Dreyer, and they were so cool. It was really fun to talk to them. They already knew about the podcast, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Dalton Rushing was there.
I didn't get to talk to him.
We met Dave Roberts. Guys, we met Dave Roberts.
I know.
And he was so excited to hear about our podcast. We told him about it, and he's like, wait, you two? You girls?
I know. He had so many questions, and Max was like, hey, coach, I need you for a sec. And I was like, it's okay. He's like, sorry, girls. I'm like, it's okay, Max.
I know. If Max didn't steal him away from us, he would have kept asking us questions. But one, he loved the title of it.
Yep.
And then he just kept saying, oh, no, or I bet you're like, you know, bashing me. And we're like, no, Dave, we come from a place of love and support and cheering you guys on. Yes, maybe like, we'll challenge you sometimes,
I'm like,
but no.
We just trust you. I go, yeah, I have made a joke and I was like, well, okay, there are some times. And I go, but no, honestly, whenever we don't understand something, we always say like, we just trust you. Like, we trust you.
He loved that. He really hung on to that word. And he's like, trust. Yes, that's the word. And
I know. I was telling my father-in-law that story. He's like, I bet you he went back and used that word trust in some speech. Like, you know, I'm like, yeah, because he was really hanging on the word trust.
I know. He really liked hearing that.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what people think about what we're doing. And, you know, I love talking to our listeners and hearing from them. But to hear that people in the Dodgers organization really like what we're doing, that just made me feel so good. And almost, I don't know, a sense of relief in some way that I didn't even know I had. I just feel like lighter.
Yeah.
After that, it just was such a great night, full of love and support for us and what we were doing, and just meeting all these amazing people that were so kind, and we're all there for a great reason, raising money for people affected by the fires.
Yeah.
We Eddie and Orel and the Legends Attic crew donated a couple of items, and we got to meet the people that bought them, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was one of the events that I genuinely felt like, you know, we were there and I was able to do some things for Legends, and we were able to talk Dodgers to me. And personally, I feel like we walked away both just smiling and having a night of something so deserving. We deserved that win that night. It was
great.
just a really cool feeling.
Most of the time it was us, and we just had this good flow with each other and talking to people. And then sometimes we would kind of get separated, and then I'd see you and I'd just be like, oh, there, she's rocking it over there. And I'm doing my thing. And then we'd come back together and be like, oh my God, this is so great.
I know. It was really good.
We tried a lot of good wine. Got to learn about wine and try wine. There was a moment where Kelly watched me devour every piece of dessert they had.
Yeah, I was so hungry leaving, but every time I like looked at any of the food, I was like, I don't need any of that in my teeth right now. I'm fine.
I didn't even want to eat anything because then I'd have to like go to the bathroom and make sure I have nothing in my teeth. And we were just having so much fun, and I didn't want to miss out on chatting with anybody.
I mean, my eyes were like bloodshot because I need help with makeup. My makeup right now is just bugging the crap out of my eyes. And there's times where we need more makeup to be put on for events. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need to look like I just, ripped a huge hit. It was just crazy. My eyes were hurting.
They were
really irritated. So,
but you looked fabulous in your dress.
Thanks. Yeah. I didn't even notice them, I didn't have to look at them.
I found a dress at this consignment shop for $20 about an hour before the event.
Yeah.
But loved it.
But that was fine. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was a really good night.
I'll wear it again too.
Man, that was such a good night.
I'm still riding. Talk about it the
honestly
whole
am still
episode.
riding the high.
Me too. I can't not think about it and just smile.
I think the feeling of just being in that room, how I love that it was intimate. It just felt so natural, and it was just us. Mm-hmm. Like, we very much just leaned in. I didn't think about it. I didn't second guess. I didn't even I'm like over here I have like a thing of wine and it's a little tasting. And I look over, I see Dave Roberts like swishing it. And like, that was my in. I was like, all right, I know that you're a whole wine connoisseur. Like, tell me.
He has a wine company.
Yeah, he has a winery, I think, or
yeah.
something.
Adam, we were really excited to wake up and tell you about the event the next day.
Great. It's the bottom of the sixth, and the Dodgers are leading 6-3.
What happened?
Will Smith hit a 2-run home run.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Will.
Your boy Andy Pages hit a RBI single.
Nice.
That's
way to go, boys. See, nothing goes well when the Padres when they do those antics like that.
Yeah, and you want to know what goes well? We win. So, do your antics. It's really annoying. I just feel bad for them. Like, show some class. Honestly, yeah. It's a real huge reflection on them.
We trigger them.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like they have the energy that the Astros had after they cheated and they didn't care. And like, that's annoying to me.
Yep.
Like, this entitlement, like, bro, you guys are good players, but like the energy behind it is making me like, it's just, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for it. It's so childlike.
Mm-hmm.
Childless. Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway.
But we're winning.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah.
And go Will Smith.
I know. Gosh.
I'm still thinking my player of the week. No, I've got mine set. We'll get to that later.
I just like, am I going to do it again?
Okay, so we went to the event, and then what else?
Yeah, I mean, well, after the event was that Friday, we were at Legends and we celebrated Eddie's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, I was tired. I wasn't really sure how I really felt about wanting to drive back down here.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I can't miss Eddie's birthday. And it was so fun to just be with the team and just like all of us be hanging out and just stopped business for 2.5 and just enjoyed and celebrated. And it was really, really fun.
It was really fun. And Eddie deserves to be celebrated. He is just the best. He is a legend himself.
Yeah, he's
so kind, genuine, thoughtful.
Yeah.
Driven, hard worker. Like he's just the best. And we're grateful to have him in our lives.
Yeah. So that was Friday. You're like, do you want to go to the game? I was like, I think I need a night off. Like, I was pretty tired Friday.
Mm-hmm. Did we go? I don't even remember.
No, we didn't go. We went the next day to the Giants game with Tracy.
Oh, yes.
Shout out Tracy.
We met Tracy at the Muncy event, and we're so excited to watch the game with her and her friends. But very soon into the game, we get a text from Orel saying, hey, do you girls want to come up to the press box?
No, that was when we were parking. He texted me and was like, basically asked that. And I'm like, Yeah. And he's like, all right, top of fourth, be there. And
Don't
I'm
be
like,
late.
Yeah. And I'm like, gotta be there like 2 innings before. No, we got there. Well, when I noticed Eddie wasn't in his seat, I was like, we gotta go. I mean, we'll get to that experience. I
know, that was amazing. I felt bad because we didn't get to sit with Tracy the whole time, but I hope she understands that.
Oh, I know.
Watching from the press box was the coolest thing ever.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, she definitely has to understand. She said she understood. She said, no problem. You know, we'll all circle back.
Yeah,
When we
go
get
to another
that kind
game
of
with her.
text, I mean, what else are we supposed to do? And I didn't know if it was going to be like quick and done. You know, we ran into David Vassay, which you have had him on the show last season.
Okay,
And we
that
ran
was
into him in
just so
Tokyo.
cool.
So yeah, and then he was like, he showed us where he was at, and then he showed us, you know, we're like, Rick Monday. I'm like,
Wait,
turn
you're
around.
getting way
I'm
into it yet.
sorry.
I want to
Okay.
tell them from beginning to end.
Okay.
So we were not going to be late to go to the press box. I mean, this is a dream. I have it written down, bucket list. So thank you, Orel. Another dream come true.
Yeah, I mean, according to our comments on every platform, it's a lot of people's dream.
I know.
People were just like, wow. And I don't
know.
take that lightly because, wow.
It was a wow. I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
I really did. Even just like walking in, she's giving us the lanyard and I'm like, can I keep it? Because it says like Vin Scully press box on it. And I'm like, and she's like, no, you better give that back.
But later on, I read it when I actually read it in the pictures because I don't think I didn't care enough to like, once I had the pass, cool. It said temporary access and we're going to need like a.
I know, that's true. But I wonder who else has worn those lanyards if everyone has to give them back. It's a cool thing to think about.
That is a cool thing to think about. And
Okay,
I didn't even
so
think about
we
it.
go up and we go into the press box and there's Orel sitting with Steven Nelson. And, you know, we have to be really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Was it what you expected?
I don't know. I guess not. I don't think I was underwhelmed. I didn't feel overwhelmed. I felt like the view it looked fake.
I know. It really, even our picture
Looks like a
with Steven and
backdrop.
Orel.
You felt whelmed.
I didn't feel
Yeah, you
overwhelmed or
didn't feel-
underwhelmed. Just whelmed.
Yeah, I'm just whelmed.
Yeah, it was perfectly whelmed in there. I like that.
That's really funny.
That's a good one. Maybe we can pitch it to Joe Davis for another shirt.
So we basically took turns standing in between Steven and Orel, wearing the headphones so we could hear everything that was going on. But we
What?
had to be very quiet.
Oh, yeah. What quality are those headphones? Because I could hear
Everything.
literally
Everything.
someone going through like a sunflower seed box. Like, I'm like,
I know, that's why they have a button in case they have to cough. They have to press the button so you can't hear them cough. Orel kept pressing something, and after I'm like, what are you pressing? And he's like, oh, that's my cough button.
imagine you have a cough attack.
But guys, we not only Adam is opening another Starburst. Let's see what colors he gets. Red.
2 oranges.
Oh, nice.
Those
are
nice.
decent.
No. They're in the bottom half of the
Okay.
hierarchy.
Oh my gosh. See, now I lost my train of thought.
We're at the cough button.
The cough button. Okay, so not only were we standing in between them,
Okay,
so
but really
truly the
quick.
perfect view,
Totally.
but it was Dodgers, Giants, and Clayton Kershaw was pitching, not only pitching, but dominating.
Mm-hmm. I know. There was a moment.
He was doing
when
so well.
I'm listening and I'm looking at Kersh, and it's like that was the first time I'd seen Kersh pitch. I can't believe, like, I used to literally not go to Kersh pitch, bro.
He wants all of our attention right now.
How
You know we're recording a
tired are you?
podcast, right?
The listeners can't hear it because I have my own Starburst button.
The press box.
press
So,
box?
not only was it Kershaw pitching against the Giants, and we're standing with the most beautiful view ever, but he was dominating.
Dominating. I was telling, I think Eddie, I was like, I can't believe I used to actually try to skip Kershaw games because they were slower games and I like faster pace. So when it was better pitchers, it was more pop-ups, grounders, and it was a slower game. And when I went, I wanted like home runs in action.
Yeah.
And I was like, how entitled am I? Like, how stupid? Like, why?
That's funny to think about. Well, he was kind of similar. He was pitching so well that our innings of having the headphones were so fast.
See? I know.
So, I sub out, Jacqueline subs in, and that inning was so quick too. And we're like, that's it? And Orel's like, you want to do another? So we did another inning. Meanwhile, we're just like taking videos of each other and I'm dancing.
Yeah.
And we're back with Eddie and we have to be really quiet.
And then I'm like, I got to get this.
I think they were happy to have us.
Yeah, I think it was so fun. And Steven was great. It was so good to meet him.
He was so nice.
The last time we went to go visit Coach Mike in the patch room, which is right outside the box.
Guys, we made it past the patch room.
We were like, we're coming for you, press box. And Steven had just walked in when we were leaving the patch room. And
you're right. You're right. And I didn't get to say hi to him. You know what? You know how you keep telling me like, that wasn't the time to meet Kershaw or the other people that I want to reach out to, and you're just like, it'll happen. That was a good example of it that I'll remember.
But you actually were the one who settled me down on the Kershaw because I was like, I think they're going to the bathroom. I mean, we could just like walk. And you're like,
oh yeah,
Jack, let's just like, I think this is not the time. And I was like, okay, fine.
What, chase
Kirby!
them into the bathroom?
Just kidding. Okay, you're right. Kirby, what's up, dude? Oh man, no, it was so fun.
But then we went into like grab
I was
a
back
drink
at
or
the,
something.
sorry guys, I was back at the Uncorked event. Like,
back with our boy Kirby. It was really fun chatting with him and meeting his wife.
Yeah.
But okay, so then after we got our 2 innings in, oh my gosh, that was so cool. It was also, were you like looking at their notes and the things they had?
Not so much like trying to read their notes to like, but kind of seeing what they had down and then like seeing what they would sketch after and like what the things and like they kept passing papers back and forth. It was so like news.
So the guy in the back would write like whoever's coming up, Max, 10 home runs against this pitcher, something like that, and then like give it to Steven. And so that was really cool to see because I always wonder when I'm listening, like they just have all this memorized.
I know.
So that was really cool. And then we walked to grab a drink, and that's when we ran into David Vassay. And I mean, like, it's so cool. We ran into him in Tokyo, and I'm like, oh, David.
I know. Honestly, it really is that cool.
And then David showed us around to the Spanish broadcast booth, which had Jose Mota. Oh, Rick Monday was in one of the rooms, but he was busy, so we didn't really get to say hi to him.
Well, he had like 4 iPads up and all different like things happening. And they're like, he's really good at multitasking. And I was like, so much so where I was like, I just want him to look back here.
I know.
I
wanted to just be like, hey, Rick.
Yeah.
Remember us? Loved your stories.
No, I know. So we leave that and Eddie was like, do you guys want to go get something to drink? Which it was just like a concession kind of place.
They have frozen yogurt.
Yeah, they've got a lot of things.
I know.
They need some art on the wall.
Yeah.
But we got some, what did I get? I think I got a Diet Coke. I was so tired. I think I actually had a Coca-Cola.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I don't ever drink soda.
And then it's like, how do you even go back to your seat after that?
Well, by the time we made it back, because Eddie, it was really fun because Eddie kind of had us everywhere and it was really fun to chase him and be like a day in the life with Eddie at the Dodger game, you know?
And then we visited Chris at Art of the Game.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
His sketches were so good.
Oh, I know. He's been working there, I think he said since 1999.
Yeah.
Like to the point where he doesn't even need to watch the game. He is so connected to the sounds that he just knows what happens.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was really cool.
It was cool to hear him talk about his experience sitting at the store and watching everyone react to Freddie's grand slam.
And where was it? Was it the other little lady that you're like, why don't you look up there? And she's like, I can't see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was...
or was that last night?
That was last night.
Oh, wow.
It was funny because what is she called? An usher?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So she was watching the TV that's like by all the concessions instead of just turning around and watching the field. I'm like, why are you watching on TV?
Because she's so short. Everyone stands up on good plays and she can't see. That's so cute.
I know.
I know. And then by the time we got back to our seat, Tracy had left, which it was at this point 11-0. So, and it was what, the top of the 9th or top of the 8th?
Oh, we were crushing it.
Yeah. But then we sat down and had Kike come up and pitch. And we have been dying to be able to be there because normally it's like we're so ahead or we're not there.
Or we're losing by a lot.
Yeah.
That was really fun to see.
The whole stadium was like, Kike. Like it was, we were like there for the Kike show.
Mm-hmm. Was that the game that...
He got his first strikeout?
Oh, okay. Not only did he get his first strikeout, but he had to get taken out because he gave up a couple runs after that.
Oh yeah.
Remember they put Bonda in?
Yeah, but there. I
Or was that a different
It was a
game?
grand slam,
Oh yeah,
dude.
Oh yeah, it was 11-4.
I think it was 11-5 at the end.
Okay.
Whatever. Either my point is like
We still won.
no one cared.
I know.
Everyone's like, whatever, Kike, you're good. You just got your first strikeout. Like we have plenty of runs. Like just I always say like I feel for him when he's not that he's not doing well, but like when it's like he's struggling just a little or trying to get his groove. Because I was someone who got put in like places like that, and I'd pitch and I'd like when you're not doing well and people are roping you and it's like it's hard. It's mentally like man, it's like let me just get out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Kike.
Yeah. That was also the game that the Spanish singer sang.
Yeah, we were able to just be right there.
Mm-hmm.
We'd stopped to see Eddie's cousin Gabby.
Oh, I love seeing them. And we've gotten to watch a couple games with Gabby and one of his other cousins and then some of her friends. But, we didn't know anything that was going on with that. Mm-mm. So when we watched it, it was so emotional because she got emotional while singing it, Nezza. And we all got emotional because, it was
a beautiful rendition.
It really was.
Yeah. And, it's fitting. And, I understand, but it was so beautiful in the moment and all of us kind of just like looking at each other. And, it's just very rare when you have a whole stadium kind of click in together. Mm-hmm. And it's usually a really fun play or, our boys doing something to bring us together in some way. And, but this one was special for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then obviously we learned kind of everything that went on behind it. And, we've been flooded with messages and there's so much going on this past weekend in Los Angeles and in the country. And I know a lot of people want to hear our thoughts and stuff like that, but it's really tough. And I don't want to speak on things that I don't have all the information about.
Well, I feel like it's still kind of coming out exactly
so
how
I
it
do
all
feel
plays.
like I want to see if the Dodgers are going to say something. But personally, when I think about the Dodgers, they're so synonymous with breaking barriers. I think of Jackie Robinson and I think of Fernando Valenzuela and how he really healed the Latino relationship with the Dodgers. And the Dodgers fan base is 40% Latin. So my heart breaks for them. It really does. And, the Dodgers' silence is very loud right now.
Yeah.
And we see you and we hear you.
Mm-hmm.
And when, more information comes out, we'll talk about it more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people affected and a lot of people feel it. You look to people who make you feel better to, kind of be on your side. I don't know the right way. We always say we trust our guys and we trust the organization. And I'm not saying that everything always has to be exactly the way I would want, but I'm trusting that there's a bigger conversation happening. And, I do know that they try to bring so many people in to make decisions and people of that ethnicity to make sure they do it right. And, they do a lot of things. So I'm curious how this is going to play out and what the conversation is and how they're going to make the statement. Honestly.
I am too.
Yeah.
And they've done such amazing things in the past and they host, different types of heritage nights and they honor all of their fan base so much. So I do hope
that's why I trust them because they, there's a reason and there's something that is not being revealed. So, but in the end, people are saying that they want something. So, I really do trust that they will do and make it right and make people feel what they want to feel, I think.
I hope so. I was thinking that it kind of is reminding me of, when the Astros cheated and Rob Manfred really tried to kind of like just brush it under the rug, hoping that it would go away. And now we're in 2025 and the Astros are still getting booed everywhere they go. So, and he took back what he did and said that he wished he made a better decision. So I just hope that that's not what the Dodgers strategy is because what's happening is so real and so horrible that I hope that they come out and say something about it because a
Yeah.
lot of people are waiting for it.
Yeah. I trust them.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy
Let's see.
topic. Back to the Padres.
Oh, man.
God. I'm so bitter on them right now. I'm like not into their energy, even today.
You want to give us a game update?
It's 8-5 Dodgers.
What happened now?
Man, this is such a good game.
Tommy Edman had a 2-run double.
Oh, go Tommy.
Tommy deserves to have a
Yeah.
little comeback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was due for something. Nice.
Um,
Okay, well, something pretty cool happened yesterday.
what is world? What is our world?
I don't even know where to begin with this.
Mm-hmm.
It was another, like, I know it happened and we were there and we watched it, but it still doesn't seem real.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
I was talking to Adam about it in the car and I'm like, wait, I don't want to use all my material.
Well, it was a lot of anticipation for everyone. And then, I mean, I can't believe I was even in that stadium. But
Okay, so first, we got there really early.
we got there very early.
Well, one, it was really nice to hang with your mom and your dad and Marcel.
No.
I can't wait to come have dinner over
And
there.
Maverick.
And Mav, obviously. I just adore Chella so much.
Oh, she loves you too. She enjoyed it. She was like, she really loved seeing you. She feels like she hangs out with all of us. Yeah, it'll be fun to see how that evolves. I'm excited to meet your family when we go to New Jersey. And I feel like that we're finally kind of not slowing down, but like getting our feet to where these are the types of things we want, is to have our family kind of included in like things of that nature. And when you're going and you're getting your, it was like, I promise we are going to loop you guys in at some point,
Yeah, I think that your parents, Marcel and Mav, all need to come sit back here and watch.
I know.
Well, also, guys, if you haven't noticed, if you're listening and not watching, you should watch because we got our Talk Dodgers to Me sign.
Oh my gosh.
We've been putting together our studio and, thank you to Adam for putting a lot of this together.
Thanks, Adam.
And every little piece in this bookshelf is something personal, and we're still adding to it. But like whenever we come into this building, all I do is just come and sit in this chair because it is like my comfort zone. And now I have my dad in a picture back here. I have my cousin Justin and just pieces of history of me becoming a Dodger fan. Random things throughout the years. And I'm excited for you to add things, but it really does feel more complete with our Talk Dodgers to Me sign. So I am so excited and just
Yeah, it turned out great.
couldn't be any happier. Thanks to Pierre for the great sign.
Well,
And he gave us a gold bottle of wine from Love is Blind because he did the bottles and it says Love is Wine. Oh, but Adam said you can't see it right now. What were we talking about?
Otani's first game.
Oh my gosh, guys.
So it's like everyone just gets in their seat. No one wants to be late.
Mm-hmm. Adam, it was packed. It was jam-packed.
Yeah. And then
Before the game even started.
Yeah, I would imagine.
yeah,
Every seat was filled.
every seat was
You
full.
always talk crap about how, no one's there until the fourth inning. So this one was packed.
I have noticed that that Dodger Stadium has been more filled earlier this year, I think.
Wow.
Well, the games
World
aren't
Series.
as long.
The World Series win is drawing people, I think.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
true.
know, I guess. Yeah.
The first crazy thing was watching Shohei come out of the bullpen
Mm-hmm.
with
Or how
a million people around him, a million
the first
cameras.
crazy thing was him walking to go warm up
Okay, you're right.
because everyone was like, "Oh, he's there."
I mean, we got there so early that I feel like we just watched every stage of him like coming
Yeah.
to the mound.
We even saw 2 first pitches. We saw 2 military people. Man, I didn't know they did a whole show before the show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
So then we see him come out of the bullpen, and he's got a million cameras around him. Walk down
At this
the
point,
steps.
emotions are everywhere because I'm like, I'm staring. I have to watch. I I'm nervous. I don't know. And then there's kids running around everywhere. And I'm like, Shohei's on the fucking mound. Get off the field. Like, I was just like, one of my videos, it was just like him like trying to zone in. And all I see is just like kids because they did their little thing.
But then he, runs out. He's announced as the pitcher. But even, did you see the lineup and how it says like pitcher, Otani, DH, Otani? Like, have you ever seen that before?
No, I haven't. It was pretty special.
And his Feeling Good song came on.
Well,
they played the whole song.
I was like, wait, I was a little confused. I was like, if he's pitching, does he get to bat? I was really happy because I was like, are we going to hear the song? And then I'm like, does he have a pitching song?
Yep.
I was kind of hoping for a pitching song.
That would have been cool if he decided to do a different song, because I will say he had a lot of emotions. He definitely is different as a pitcher than a hitter. And it was really, I liked seeing that.
I don't know if I felt
he hit 100 miles an hour.
I know, but I don't know if I felt like he was as aggressive as I thought he would be. But I also feel like maybe that's him. I don't know. Is he going to be the pitcher where he just like is silently hitting these like markers? Because I felt like it was very like controlled, but there was no like, like Vessia or someone is like, I didn't really get that.
I really haven't watched him that much as a pitcher.
Yeah, same.
So it just was really cool. You're right. He wasn't like as aggressive as maybe some of our other pitchers, but one, it was his first time. Two, he was getting really emotional, with bad calls and things like that. So I liked seeing that side of him. And then he's done. And then all of a sudden he just comes up to bat. That was so crazy to see.
The crazier thing even before that was how silent it got. It went like Tokyo vibes. No one knew what to do. They didn't know whether they should just be quiet and stop, and everyone just like wants to watch and then everyone felt like that was so awkward. Then we're like, oh, Tawny. Then everyone felt weird chanting for him, and then everyone just didn't know what to do. They just wanted to do good.
I know. It was so crazy. When they called him out, everyone stood up and it just was silent. We looked at each other and we're whispering.
It was really
like,
strange.
This feels like we're at the Tokyo Dome.
I've never felt that feeling.
And we're looking around and everyone is kind of like whispering and we're just waiting for it to happen.
And everyone's just silent.
All eyes on Shohei. Like, how does that feel for him? Is he just so used to it? And then I think did he walk the first person?
Yeah, Tatis.
So then we're like, okay, maybe we need to be loud. Maybe he needs us to be loud.
I know. No one knew what to do.
The crowd started pumping up.
Everyone felt awkward being silent. Then we started cheering, and we didn't we're just like, what do you want us to do?
I know. What do you need from us?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then, he just went straight. He didn't even go into the dugout. He stood right there and then just bent over, started taking off things, putting things. And I was just like, and then just walked up to base. I really wanted him to hit that first at bat.
If he got a home run, his first at bat, I mean, that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
And then he posted, I'm back.
I know. Everybody was just like, I'm still kind of blown away.
I know. Did you watch it, Adam?
I saw highlights.
One thing I thought was really cool is I saw a lot of Angel fans there. And I think it was probably really fun for them to watch him pitch again. Yeah.
Or depressing.
Well, yeah, but also like you love a player and then he was your pitcher and then you get to watch him again. He was an MVP, wasn't he?
That's like Miguel Vargas going to a Dodger game.
Wait, who is telling us?
Who told us something about Miguel?
Kevin Wong.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he talking about Miguel Vargas?
Yeah. He's like that. He was outfielder. He was like, and then
he got traded to the White Sox.
Yeah, he's like, that was so poor guy. Remember the one who got traded to the White Sox?
Like,
that was
Adam's favorite player.
Kevin, hey, Kevin.
Yeah, that was fun meeting him.
I know. It's so fun because there's just some people that we haven't met, but we have over Instagrams and things like that. And he's like a top of the line photographer, Drake. Like I've seen him like Kanye's walking by him and he's like, hey, what's up, dude? And I'm just like, man. But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool community.
It really is. I love our Dodger community.
Mm-hmm.
So Mookie and Jackson Merrill said that they think center field is the easiest of the three. What do you think?
The easiest what? I didn't hear that.
Position.
Oh.
They were talking about Because it was cool because Jackson Merrill grew up a Red Sox fan. So he grew up, and he's getting interviewed by Mookie. So I'm sure that was really cool for him.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were talking about, Mookie's transition and how he started in the minors at second. And Mookie said there was a period of time where he was playing center. And they were both talking. And it's fun to hear just like baseball players talk about baseball with each other. And they both were like, yeah, center field is the easiest of the three.
I think if you're super skilled, I could see why that would be. Like, and if you're a leader, you have leader quality, because that's one thing, you have to kind of lead the outfield and stuff. And like, but yeah, I think if you have that, it could be easy, because I mean, when you shortstop, I think it might be.
I don't think they meant out of all the positions, just left,
Outfield.
right, and center. Because I guess you're covering so much ground in center, but with like right and left, the ball can like go in the corner, and it's harder to kind of access it. So yeah, I don't know. I started thinking about that. Should we do our player of the week?
Yeah.
You have yours?
Who was mine last week? Kirsch.
Yeah.
And the week before that was Otani. Or was it Pajes?
Okay, Pajes is just player of the week every week. Okay, he's getting well, actually, I don't know who your player of the week is. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. Player of the week.
Are you going to 1, 2, 3?
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
I messed it up. Okay. How do I usually do it? Player of the week. What? Oh, okay. Player of the week.
Really? We're doing this now?
Yeah, why not?
Because I don't really know. I like them all.
Do you need more time?
I like them all. Okay.
I think I might have 2.
Well, we'll discuss what we like about people, but
okay.
I mean, if I had to be real, okay, well, give me 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Player of the week. 1, 2, 3.
Pajes.
Otani. Okay.
I watch games, and those moments you're just like, fuck yeah. He gives them to me all the time.
Okay. He gets my runner-up just because of that death stare he gave when he got hit yesterday. That just told me that he means business. Then he came back and hit 2 home runs today. Any more? Just the 2? Just the 2.
Well, he had an RBI. Yeah.
But Otani, how is he not player of the week? His first time pitching in 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years? His first time pitching for the Dodgers.
Yeah. That was so fun to watch.
That was
I mean,
the
I love
coolest thing
Otani.
ever.
I'm always rooting for him. It's so funny. Who was it who was like, he's in a slump? And I was like, he hit 2 home runs last night. I was like, yeah, you're right. Pick it up, Otani.
Isn't it crazy how we talk about him? Yeah, they were saying like he hadn't hit a home run in like a week and he's in a slump.
People are saying that if he does come back as a pitcher, it's going to change him for sure as a hitter, and that he's not going to be like the 60 home run and all the things. And I'm like,
yeah, I get that.
I don't know. Are you scared to have a moment where you're just like, take him out?
I mean, Dave asked him if he wanted to go down in the lineup when he pitches, and he said no. He doesn't want anything to change.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, Show.
I'm curious. I wonder why. I wonder what his mindset is with that. Can't wait to ask him.
Who were your runners up?
I mean, Kirby, Max. I love Jack. Ben's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I wanted to make Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts might.
Pajes definitely is in my running. I want to give a shout out to Kike.
Kike, yeah. Kike does show up for us so much.
More for Freddie, what Kike's doing off the field right now, for sure.
What'd you say? Sorry.
I want to give Kike a shout out for what he's doing off the field right now.
Yeah. He's everywhere right now. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, all of them I could probably say they're doing well. I think Freddie is not as aggressive right now at the plate, but he's still like in it, like he's competing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that.
You see how frustrated he gets with himself.
Yeah, poor guy.
Love him.
Love him.
Shout out to Ben Kasparius. I don't know what our team would do without him. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
He's been great.
Even Vesia.
Oh, Vesia was.
Vesia.
Mm-hmm. He's really so fun to watch.
Comfort is Crawling.
He was one of the guys getting a hit yesterday, passing the baton. How fun was that? Watching our guys just get hit after hit. And they were just hitting it in like the same spot, bringing one guy in, next guy gets a hit, brings the next guy in. It was just like one after the other. That was so much fun. We were jumping up and down the whole time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, we have a big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Excuse
Adam,
me.
I'm sorry. He's waiting.
Wow.
He's waiting for his moment.
I want you to do this every week, and then you forget.
So, guys, we thought that it'd be fun if Adam gave his player of the week and it's just anyone. It could be a Dodger, Adam, okay? You're allowed to include Dodgers in this if you feel that they earn it. But tell us, who is your player of the week?
My player of the week this week is a team. My team of the week is the Colorado Rockies.
What?
The Colorado Rockies
Are they having a comeback?
have won 7 games in the month of June. They won 9 games all of April and May.
Wow.
So the fact that, it's still going to be a really bad season for the Rockies. Undoubtedly, they're terrible. But the fact that they're trying. It's June. These are the dog days of summer, and they're trying. Kudos to the Rockies.
Wow. That's nice of you.
Yeah. We were just discussing that. If we came to a game and we got 2 games in the series, who we wouldn't care if we took a game to like do content and go and walk around and we just said the Rockies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good job.
Because sometimes I feel like we don't do enough, but we're just so into the games. So tomorrow we are off to New York. We are going to Fanatics Fest.
I know.
I can't wait.
And your girls are going to be in a commercial before we do that.
And I'm going to play the organ.
Yeah, we're off to Fanatics Fest. We take a red eye.
With the whole Legends Addict team. I can't wait to be in New York with everybody.
Which that was what was so fun about Eddie's thing was like I was sitting there for a second and I was like, man, we're all going to be in New York and it's so fun. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great week.
We're going to meet some really amazing people and see who we can get on the pod and see all the stuff going on with Legends Attic and Dave Holbrook and his amazing art.
I know.
The Freddie Ball's coming with us.
Guys, as always, our episodes are presented by Legends Addict. And please follow their account, our account. Please stay updated with our Fanatic Fest. Guys, we're going to have such cool things happening.
Yeah, make sure you're following our stories. We're going to be posting so much when we're there. And let us know if you're going.
Yeah. Or if you're a fan and you live in New York.
Let us know. We'd love to meet you.
Now to the episode.
No, you just did that randomly on your own.
Well, I figured we were talking about Legends, so we might as well tell them and then to follow. What did I do wrong?
We're wrapping up the episode, and then you just jumped to the beginning of the episode randomly.
Hey, we could still work it.
Yeah,
Right?
I guess
No,
so.
don't work it. I won't do it again.
No, that was good. It was flowing.
I
Okay.
think on a whiteboard I need like what we say at the beginning and what we say at the
Oh,
end.
the only other thing that I was going to tell you, what that was funny about the Mookie and Jackson interview was they were talking about like just things they did as kids and they were talking about prank calling people. Did you ever do that?
Duh.
Who'd you prank?
I don't know.
Everyone?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure so many people. Do you ever listen or see like high school people and you're like, how do I not remember that person? And like, so I couldn't even think of a name.
Oh.
Have you pranked phone called?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the ultimate pranker.
Who did you prank? I mean, everyone, right? You go through phases.
I mean, I used to call like all the boys, and I'd just like have a voice and pretend to be someone else. And they would know, but they would go along with it and we'd talk for hours.
Like as a whole different person?
Yeah, just like, have a different voice and a different
Your
name.
prank calls are weird. They're like a full on, like, what? The prank call is supposed to be like to Domino's and stuff.
Oh, yeah, we did that too. My
Oh.
sister and I used to order Domino's like when we were little and didn't have any money. And we would pay for it with like the jug that had all the coins. So we'd dump it out and get like all the dollars together. And then the delivery guy would be so pissed.
That's so good. Now to the episode. No, just kidding.
Jacqueline really wants to go home. So
No.
I guess we'll say goodbye.
Go Dodgers.
We'll see if our next episode will be from New York. And we get to see my family in New Jersey.
Okay, we're stopping.
Bye.